Welcome to the Higher Perspective Guided Meditation channel. My name is Laura and I will be your guide. Let's begin this meditation, as we begin all of our meditations, by finding a comfortable seated or laying down position. Beginning to take slow, deep, conscious breaths in through the nose and out the mouth or the nose. And with a softened gaze or closed eyes, really settle in to the meditation. Become present in this moment, in your body and in the space that you are in. Connecting yourself to this time, space, reality, here and now. In today's guided meditation, we will observe what our default setting is when life gets messy. This requires an honest look in the mirror. And please remember that judgment or shame are not required. Often, we don't look at our less desirable traits because of the way they make us feel about ourselves. I encourage you to stay present and to invite feelings of grace, compassion, and kindness towards self. So let's bring to mind a time where we felt stress, overwhelmed, or just off, and we did not show our best version of ourselves to ourselves or to others. Remember that this could be a recent situation or just a memorable one from the past. Continue to breathe as the details of the situation come into focus. What feelings and emotions do we default in these situations? Do we go into panic, fear, worry, or another stress emotion? Do we get defensive, become hypersensitive? Or do we distract and run away when we are in an uncomfortable situation? Imagine the scene in your mind as if you were watching a movie. And stay an observer of it. surface so that it may be evaluated as it pertains to your highest good. creating new and healthier default settings in this moment. Let's give ourselves the opportunity to create desired default settings now, keeping in mind that what existed before now does not have to be what we choose now. Breathe this in for a moment. Feel yourself opening. Breathe and receive a default setting that gives you a higher perspective and connects you to your highest good. We are sowing the first threads of new default settings now. Allow yourself to be comforted, excited, and delighted by this. And be willing to remind yourself, that's right, I get to choose how I feel in this moment. I can choose my old default settings, or I can create new ones. I have the freedom to choose my default setting now. I would like to feel empowered to choose my default setting now. And anytime. I am in a stressful situation, I will choose love. I will choose kindness, and I will choose compassion so that I may be guided to the words, the feelings, and the actions that align with my highest good. I am creating positive default settings now for myself and my relationships. I will choose consciously. I will choose consciously. Conscious choice is mine, and I choose healthy default settings